Well, we are now moving on to Love Me Right. That's right. Should be pretty good. I always find it interesting. There are ones that really do widescreen music videos. I find that interesting. Whoa.
Oh yeah.
Got some funk.
Come on. Take your time. 왠지 두근대는 밤이야. No 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 no. So tonight 달 끝까지 달려가 볼까. Yeah 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Just right 시동에 걸어 웩셀의 발을 홀려 모든 것이 특별해 너 완전 어울려 무엇을 원하든 I'ma make it work yeah. Shorty I'm a party feel the sundown 지금의 신비로운 느낌은 뭘까 완전 내게로 와서 people are sunrise 네가 없는 난 어딜 가든 nobody 도로 위에 여긴 runway 날 바라보는 눈속 make it right just love me right baby love me right 내게로 오면 설리지만 넌 매우적인 나의 universe Just love me right 내 우주는 전부 너야 Just love me right Just love me right Just love me right 내 우주는 전부 너야 Shine light 별빛 속을 달려 은하수를 건너 멈출 순 없어 우리 빛은 달빛은 여전하지 내게도 반해매고 있어 난 아직 아직 눈이 쏘나 long baby 네가 없는 난 어딜 가도 반쪽짜리니까 달빛 찬란한 밤 펼쳐진 별들의 불꽃놀이 좀 더 높이 날아가볼까 가슴 터질 듯한 이 순간 우리들만 떠올라 발밑에 지구를 두고 Let me 도로 위에
Dang, okay.
Just love me right, baby, love me right, So come on, baby, 넌 이부시겠어. I don't know 너의 universe. Just love me right, 내 우주는 전부 너야. Just love me right, just love me right. Can you love me? Just love me right. I just wanna make you love me. 수없는 밤이 찾아와도 내 하늘엔 오직 너만 빛나.
Goodness. That song was fun. To me, this is one of those songs where it's like the aura times like 2,000, right? I really, really think that the song is a lot of fun. I like the energy. I like the choreography. I like how everything just kind of fit together. I think that there's just a lot of nice, I think what I would say is simple steps to make an effective song, if that makes sense, right? Like, there's not really a ton here in the ways of making something that doesn't serve the song. I think, and this is something that I used to talk about a lot. I think that anything can be good. And I think you can do anything with music. Now, the caveat is whatever you're putting into the song, is that going to serve the song? And, I don't think that there is a single thing in this song that I feel like does not serve the purpose. And that is actually really cool. Sometimes I really like when someone just really zeroes in and just says, this is what we're doing. And, I like that. I like that focus. I like that because it gives the song an identity. It gives them something to kind of work for. It gives them the ability to know where to put their identity of their vocals into a song like this. Really quite cool. I think that it's super cool. for that reason. So let's talk about a couple things. First and foremost, I think that oddly enough, the song works really well as a funk song. Like, I don't feel like there's some elements and inspiration from other genres, but I want to look at this as almost more like a funk song. And, to be honest, if you do that, there's a lot of really cool things that are happening here. The ability to make the song feel stop and go, but have a consistent energy throughout is super, super sick. And, honestly, I feel like that the thing that's interesting is that they themselves are kind of making a song with a little bit of patience. There's times where they'll pause on a beat, and then sometimes they'll continue, and it's just this nice give and take. And it's all wrapped up with a really nice energy that kind of feels like something like that's really a funk feel from like the 80s, and it just has this nice kind of retro feel that I think a lot of people have kind of not been able to do very correctly in a long time. And so it works really well. And the thing that's kind of interesting is like, what's one thing that I would show off about the song? Honestly, it's just the whole song. Because the whole song is consistent, like I said. But the thing that's nice about it too is that there's not like one person, one section, or one thing that really truly outshines something else. There is something to be said for being able to write a song where the whole song just feels consistent. I think that sometimes the interesting thing is when you have a single spot, if you're writing a song to be like, okay, we're going to work all the way our way up to this spot, hit this, and then continue forward, and that works, and that's a way to write music for sure. There's nothing wrong with that. But I think the one thing that is wrong about that, and I shouldn't say wrong, I'm not going to say wrong, that I would say I don't prefer about writing like that, is then that means that you're using the best part for only one part. Whereas this song is, the whole thing is good. You know what I'm saying? Because it's kind of like sometimes when you just get to that part where they hit a really cool section, or like they have a really cool vocal, and everybody just goes, oh, did you hear that part? And it's like, yeah, I did. But let's listen to the rest of the song too. It in some senses that can be detrimental if that's how you write a song and why you write a song. And I think sometimes musicians will put themselves into a corner and write almost as if they'll write like, people will not remember the middle, they'll just remember the beginning and the end, how you start and how you end a song. And I don't think that that's necessarily the way that I would personally want to write it. But I can say that obviously there is a lot of good songs that do that. But I prefer when something is consistently good throughout. And there's not one spot that overshadows another spot, or like a person overshadows another person. It's a really tight rope you have to watch and walk on, because you got to be able to make flourishes. You have to be able to make things that catch people's ear, but you have to watch out with the overshadowing. That's kind of how I feel. And this song really strikes a perfect balance there. That's what I think. So anyway, let me know what y'all think about this. We'll discuss this down in the comments below. Thank you. Goodbye.